Shalom, Shalom, Nation of Israel. Back at it again. This is the brother Tazarat from the Great Millstone Second out of Midlands Camp. Coming at you with another quick edify lesson through the Spirit. Paul y'all by Shem Yahushai. And before I get on my lesson, I want to say call all Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us the truth and who will well. Shalom to the occupants on the four corners of the earth and all true righteous society. All right, Shalom. Okay. And I'm going to get straight into it, man. All right? Because the Most High, Yahweh, has one nation. All right? And that's the nation of Israel. All right? And no other nation he's dealing with, man. Okay? And I'm going to get straight into it, man. This is Psalms 147 and 19. And it reads, it says, he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgment unto Israel. Right? So the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right? He showed his words unto Jacob and his statute judgment unto Israel, man. And who is the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai talking about? He's talking about you so-called Negro to the Native American, down to you so-many Indians of the nation of Israel. All right, you so-called blacks and Negroes, man. You so-called Dominican Republicans, you Puerto Ricans. All right, you are Jacob, man. All right, you are Jacob. All right, so the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he showed his statutes and his word unto Jacob, man. Okay? And out of the nation of Israel, he showed his word unto the elect men of the 144,000, man. All right, and he showed his judgment unto the whole nation of Israel. All right? You know, First Peter's, 4:17 said, judgment must begin at the house of Israel. Okay? All right, so the Most High is dealing with the nation of Israel, no other heathen nation. No other nation. Slaki. He's not dealing with you other heathen nation. Okay? The Most High only dealing with one nation, and that's the nation of Israel. You so-called Nicolai to the Native American, man. Down to you so-many Indians. All right, it says that he showed his word unto Jacob, all right, which is Jacob represent you so-called Nicolai to the Native America of the nation of Israel, man. All right, y'all heard the account of Esau and Jacob, man. Okay, you know, okay. All right, so when Jacob, wrestled with an angel, he changed the name from Jacob to Israel, man. All right, so you are the same, man. All right, the nation of people, man. All right, and the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai showed his word unto Jacob, and out of Jacob, out of the nation of Israel, only the elect men. All right, because 2/3 you so-called Nicolai to the Native American, you will not understand and hear the words of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Point blank, period. Instead, you're going to receive his judgment. Okay? Verse 20, Psalms 147:20, it says, he had not dealt so with any nation. And for his judgment, they had not known them. Praise ye the Lord. Right? So the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai said on his own mouth that he has not dealt with any nation. All right? Because there's 18 nations on this earth. And out of 18 nations, the Most High chose one, and that's the nation of Israel. All right? All right, so the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai said he had not dealt so with any nation. Have not dealt with any nation. And far as his judgment, they not knowing him. All right, so the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai is dealing with the nation of Israel. Once again, you so-called Nicolai to the Native American, down to you so-called Indian, you blacks, you Negroes, who call this some African American, you Puerto Ricans, you Mexicans, or whatever you call yourself, man. Or you are part of the nation of Israel, okay? The Most High chosen bloodline. All right, and if you go back to Deuteronomy chapter, Deuteronomy chapter 28, and you will see, man, why are you in these predicaments? Because as you look in the hood or in the slum, who you see nothing but Jake, man. All right, you see nothing but Jake. Okay, but now we coming in time. Hey, Esau, is about to get thrown out of his kingdom, and Jacob about to be back on top again. Okay? So that's how it is, man. All right, the Most High is not dealing, with you other heathen nation, man. The Most High only dealing with one nation, that's the nation of Israel. All right, if you can't get down with the program, so be it, man. All right, this ain't for you anyway. Okay? Isaiah 45:17 said, but Israel should be saved in the Lord Yahweh Shai with the everlasting salvation. Right, man? Hey, we got a bigger task ahead of us, man. It's more in life than this place here on earth, man. All right? And the men of the Lord is looking for the kingdom of heaven, man. The everlasting salvation, man. All right? And the nation Israel will receive that, man. All right? On this side, 2/3 will be destroyed on this side, man. 2/3 you so-called nigga lie to the Native American. Why? Because you sin against the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. You went against his statute laws and his covenant, right? You never considered the Lord back in Isaiah. Back in Isaiah 1:3. You never considered the Lord, man. Why? Because you want to do your own thing. And that's the mindset of our people, man. All right, so the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is dealing with one nation, and that's the nation of Israel, man. Okay? That's why it said, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with the everlasting covenant, right? So in the kingdom of heaven, and Israel going to be on one accord, man. Once again, you so-called nigga Latino Native American down to you so many Indians, all right? All right, so the Most High going to save the nation of Israel. But on this side, he only going to save the elect men of the nation of Israel, and the 1/3. All right, 2/3 you're going to be destroyed on this side, man. But you will come back in the kingdom of heaven through the loins of the elect men. Okay? All right, well, we will receive everlasting salvation, man. The whole nation of Israel will be back in their right state of mind again, man. Okay? All right? Continue on and say, you shall not be ashamed nor confounded. A world without end, right? So we will be a world without end, man. I will be in our right state of mind once again, man. On this side, we are not living, man. This is not living, man. Where you gotta go to work each and every day enslaved, man. Where we gotta make sure that our bills are paid. We gotta worry about our kids. We gotta worry about trying to get to work because the gas price is high. This is not living, man. All right, the nation of Israel should be back on top again, man. And our Lord would this be the year that big brother Yahweh shall come back and take Esau out of his kingdom. If not next year or the year after, man. But the nation of Israel will be that everlasting nation that's at a covenant with the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right. All right, once again, you so-called Negro Latino Native America of the nation of the nation of Israel, man. Slakia. A slip in the tongue, but not of the wisdom. Okay? Ezekiel 44:9, it says, thou said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, thy power, no strangers, uncircumcised in the heart, nor uncircumcised in the flesh, shall enter into the sanctuary of any stranger that is among the children of Israel. Right? So it says, no strangers that uncircumcised in the heart, man, nor circumcised in the flesh shall enter into the sanctuary of the stranger that is among the children of Israel. Right, man? All right, so you of the heathen nation will not enter the sanctuary of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, you got these, Israelites, other Israelites that look like the other heathen nation, but their bloodline go back to the nation of Israel, man. All right? And the ones who definitely will not make it in the kingdom of heaven is Esau, the so-called white race, man. You would never, ever, ever taste the glory of the kingdom of heaven, man. This is your glory right here, man. So go ahead and live it up, man. All right, but the nation of Israel will live forever in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai in the kingdom of the Lord, of the Heavenly Father, man. All right. So no uncircumcised, no strangers, no uncircumcised in the heart, no uncircumcision, no circumcised in the flesh shall enter into the sanctuary of any stranger that is among the children of Israel, man. Okay, point blank, period, man. If you can't get it, then this is not for you, man. If you can't realize that the nation of Israel is for the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, then you are a lost cause, man. If you wondering why you are catching so much hell, why Jake is catching so much hell, which is you so-called Nikolai to the Native American, and read Deuteronomy chapter 28, man. Okay? And you understand why, man. And the Most High chastise the nation of Israel because he loves us, man. And on this side, he chastised the nation of Israel, the elect men, man, the men of the Lord, because he loves us, man. He loved 2/3, but not on this side, man. Why? Because they go against the statute laws of the men that was given unto them, man. That's why he going to destroy them on this side out of kindness of his heart, man. All right, which is only right, man. Okay? Malachi 3:6. And it says, for I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. Right? So the Lord said he is the Lord, man. He's changed not, man. He's the Most High, man. Okay? He's changed not. He's not going to change his mind and get rid of the house of Israel. No, he said he's going to save the house of Israel, right? All right, he said, you sons of Jacob are not consumed, man. All right, the son of the living power, man. On Yashiato, man. Okay? You are the son of the living power. The nation of Israel. All right, so the Most High Yahweh Shema Shah will not change his mind and destroy the nation of Israel. He will not, man. He said, I change not. When the Lord said he would save the nation of Israel, he's going to save the nation of Israel, man. All right, but on this side, he only going to save the elect men out of the nation of Israel. Okay, Malachi 3:6, and it said, for I am the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, I shall not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob, you are not consumed, right? So the sons of the living power, you are not consumed, man. You will not be destroyed, man. Just like the other heathen nation, and just like, you know, that wicked-ass nation, Esau, the so-called white race, man. Okay? Point blank, period. All right, Matthew 1:21. And it reads, and it says, and she shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Yahushai, for he shall save his people for their sin, right? So who is his people, man? Who is the Yahushai people, man? The nation of Israel, man. All right? It said his people, man. All right, the word his is possess it now, man. That means he own it, man. And yes, Yahushua Mashiach came back to save the nation of Israel, man. All right, the only begotten son of the Lord Yahweh, who died on the cross for the nation of Israel, man. Ultimately for the nation, ultimately for the elect men of the nation of Israel, man. All right, but the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah came back to save the nation of Israel and no one else, man. All right, so it sucks to be an Edomite, man. It sucks to be a heathen nation, man. All right, it's a great thing to be Israelite men or part of the nation of Israel. Okay, it's great. Why? Because the Most High Yahweh Shema Shah, he's have a great reward for you, man. He's going to save you from the destruction of this place, man. But in the kingdom of heaven, we will be all right, man. Okay? All right, Matthew 10:5, it says, these 12 Yahushua sent out, Salakia, I'm going to slow it down. Matthew 10:5, it said, these 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentile, and into the city of the Samaritan, enter ye not, right? So the word Gentile means you the ones who don't know that they are, you know, that they are they don't know who they are, man. That they don't know who they are Israelite, man. All right, it says once again, go not into the way of the Gentiles, man. All right, don't go into the way, you know, the ones who don't know who they are, man. It said, don't go not into the ones who know who they don't know who they are, man. But it said, go into this city of the Samaritan, enter ye not, man. All right. All right. So the Gentiles are the ones who don't know who they are, man. But they blow down and go back to the nation of Israel. Why? Because they took on the customs of you other heathen nation. All right. I had a Jake. He said he had a pastor that used to work with me. And he said, you know what? I am a Gentile. I said, bro, do you know what a Gentile is? Yes, I know what a Gentile is. I said, so who are you? He can't give me an answer. But yes, you are a Gentile because you don't know who you truly really are. You don't know who your true really living power is, man. But the Lord said, go not into the way of the Gentile, and into any city of the Samaritan, enter ye not. All right, so you're not supposed to do that, man. All right, don't go into the lost sheep of Israel, man. All right, you're supposed to go. You're not supposed to, do these things. You're supposed to go into the lost sheep of Israel, man. All right, because the lost sheep of Israel don't know who they are, man. Yahushua is that, that shepherd that's supposed to guide the sheep back to the Heavenly Father, man. All right, and that sheep is the nation of Israel. Okay. Luke 1:68, it says, blessed be the Lord Yahweh Shimon Shai, power of Israel. It didn't mention no other nation, but the power of Israel, for he had visited and redeemed his people, right? So the Lord Yahweh Shimon Shai is visiting and redeeming his people. And how he visiting his faith through his men of the Lord, man. Through the chariot. All right, with the word you're gonna call UFOs, man. All right, through different, through these storms, through these different things, man, to redeem his people, man. And who is his people? You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, man. Down to you soberly Indians, man. The one they call themselves, you Negroes, you blacks, Africans, you Mexicans, you Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, you Haitians. Okay? He's talking about you people, man. All right, the Lord Yahweh Shimon Shai has come back to redeem his people, man. Okay? Salat. All right, got one more. Well, down at Acts 5:31. I'm reading down there. Salat. All right, John 4:22. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. Red letter, it says, ye worship. Salakia. John 4:22. It said, ye worship, ye know not. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know who we know what we worship. For Yahweh Shai is for Salakia. I'm gonna slow it down. John 4:22. It say, ye worship, ye know not what. All right, he say, you people worship, but you don't know who you worshiping, man. All right, it say, we know that we worship, for salvation is for the Jews, right? All right, so we know who we worship, man. All right, men of the Lord worship Yahweh Shai Mashiach, man. The Lord worship Yahweh the men of the Lord worship the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, but you other heathen nations, all right, you don't know who you worship, man. All right, but the nation of Israel knew who we worship, man. We worship the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and on this side, only elect men worship the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, salvation is for the Jews, man. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American out of the nation of Israel, man. You are the true Jews, man. Not the ones in the, no small hats. You already know where I'm going. Not them, man. But the true Jews are you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American of the nation of Israel and no other nation, man. Because you other heathen nation, the Most High don't give a damn about you people. Point blank, period. I ain't no need to lie to your face. Okay? Acts 1:6, it says, when we come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, without at this time restore again the kingdom, again the kingdom of Israel, right? So, and as we come together as one, man, all right, and we in that time, we about to come together as one, man. Where the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai about to restore the kingdom of Israel back together again, man. And as you can see, we coming together, man. How? Through the words of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, through his messenger, all right? Through the men of the Lord, the ones on the highways and byways that teaching and preaching in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai week in and week out, man. You know? Okay? Acts 2:21, it said, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved, right? So only ones who going to call on the name of the Lord is the men of the Lord, man. And the only ones who going to be saved on this side is the elect men of the Lord, man. All right, but the nation of Israel will call on the Lord's name, man. Why? Because it was given unto the nation of Israel, man, to know the true name of the Lord, man. All right, but on this side, it's given to the nation of Israel, the elect men out of the nation of Israel. All right, but when we get in the kingdom of heaven, we will all know the true name of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, and we will all call on that name, man. And what I mean, I'm talking about the nation of Israel, man, not you other heathen nation, all right? Not no Japhet, Moab, you kites, all right? You fake Indians, not you people, but the nation of Israel, man. Okay? All right, and we call on the Lord names right now, man. And who the one calls on the Lord name? The nation of Israel, man. Why? Because the statute and the laws and commandments and the true name was given unto the nation of Israel, man. Not you other heathen nation, man. All right, and only the elect men would call on the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai name, man. But in the kingdom of heaven, we will all call on the Lord's name. And when Big Brother Yahweh shall come back, every eye shall see him, man. Point blank period, man. Okay? Last but not least, it says Acts 5:31. And it reads, it says, him that give exalt his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give a rep to for Slack, I'm gonna read it over and slow down. It says Acts 5:31. Him that have Yahweh exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give representation to recompense. Slocking. It said for to give recompense to Israel and forgiveness of his sin, right? So the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai would give recompense to the nation of Israel and forgive the nation of Israel for their sin, all right? Because the nation of Israel is sinning against the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, so we got to be restored again, man. All right, in that kingdom of heaven, Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, we're going to be restored, man. Okay, point blank, period, man. All right, and all the ones who's going to be, all the ones the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai going to have recompense towards, all right, it's the nation of Israel, and forgive the nation of Israel for their sin. Why? Because we are a nation that was given, we are a nation that was made for the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, we are the sand in the sea, man. All right, you can't measure the sand out of the sea. So the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai compared us to the sand in the sea. All right, why? Because we just numbered, man. We can't be numbered, man. All right, that's how big the nation of Israel is, man. All right, so the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, only given unto the nation of Israel, man. All right, so that should be a great thing to us that we are giving unto the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, man. And that the Lord is not dealing with any other nation but the nation of Israel, man. All right, the Most High say he is a jealous power, man. And he want everything to himself, man. And the nation of Israel is to himself, man. You're the heathen nation, you don't deserve the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai anyway, man. Okay? So salvation is given into the nation of Israel. Huh? All right, the nation of Israel only love the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And Lord only loved the nation of Israel, man. But on this side, he loved the elect men out of the nation of Israel. But in the kingdom of heaven, he loved the nation of Israel as a whole. Okay? But that was just a quick edified lesson. Abarazah, that lesson was edifying, man. Okay? And before I go, I'm going to say, call on Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadah, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. And who was Shalom to the Akis on the four corners of earth in all true righteous sincerity. Shalom.